And we're back. You know what time it is. Different day, different hat. Still 39 degrees out here in the shop. That's okay, I had a little minute and thought I'd give you the tally on the votes. So everybody voted. By the way, this is a 63 Schwinn Traveler, and we are going to repair the fender today. And I might get the fender done in time. Anyway, my MO is I work on a bike for a whole day and then I go test it in a snowstorm. So tomorrow there's a snowstorm coming. It's just right. Okay, so here's the vote. On the previous video, I gave people a choice. Leave it alone and just fix it, make it run, or clear coat it in some sort of fashion, or repaint the whole thing. I don't think I really differentiated from the clear coat and the repaint, but I said basically leave it alone or mess with it somehow, touch it up, paint it, clear coat it. And the votes are here, and your vote does count here. Some places it doesn't, but here at Faulkner Fixes All, your vote counts. So we have 9 votes for leaving it alone and just making it run as good as we can, shining everything up chrome, you know, making it a really good runner, but leave everything alone on the paint. 9 people said that. 3 people had some sort of different view on clear coating the top tube. Take that off there as you can see. And another person said touch it up, clear coat, and another person said use some flood penetrol on it. I've used flood penetrol. It's a great product. I used it on my black truck before I kind of spray bombed it. And, you know, I made a kind of a patina rat rod out of it. Well, it was just a rusty old black truck. But the flood penetrol, man, that made that thing pop. And I would love to do that, but I'm afraid it's going to make it too gooey and too shiny on that. So there's 3 votes for the clear coat or penetrol. And then there's also 3 votes for a complete refurbish, like sand it all down, buy the emblems. Where you'd find that one, I don't know. Buy the Schwinn Traveler water decals, sand it all down, prime it, and respray it in flamboyant red. 3 votes for that. And then there's 1 vote which is very strange, and it was kind of comical. It was basically, I don't care what you do with it as long as you make a video of it. I thought that was the funniest comment out of the whole bunch. So thanks for commenting. Let's get rolling on it. And I might put you on time warp later on if this takes too long to get this off. I'll definitely put you on time lapse when I start hammering the bejeebies out of this fender. Okay. So, anyway, that's the vote. And let's get this really hard, difficult to get at Schwinn lower fender bolt off. Now, I have a secret weapon today. I did spray it and wire brush it, but today we have this little angled screwdriver. We'll use the side that's not ground up. And we're going to put it in there. And can you guys kind of see? Wouldn't it be great to have like a camera assistant that just hung out all day and made sure everything was hunky-dory, and then they could later do the editing? That'd be great. Okay, real world. Okay, so we got this angled deal here, and we're gonna catch that little flathead there. I guess I could reach in there with a 5/16 wrench if this doesn't work. I got it though. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Helps to have that giant 1/2-inch ratchet. These are one of the only things I don't like about Schwinn bikes. Is this particular fender bolt is, in my opinion, they should have made the tab about an inch higher, inch longer on the tab, and just made the bolt for the fender go through there. And then you could actually get in there and get to it without reaching way down by the kickstand, which is a very awkward angle. So that's one of my pet peeves. Okay, that's nice and loose now. Wow, that's good that that came out, folks. There's a couple videos where I'm like bending these and using a zip disc, and oh man, it can get brutal. It can get ugly real quick on those. Okay, we'll put this all together to kind of... That's nice and rusty. That's definitely a cup of vinegar for sure. Okay, that's loose. And I got this brake loose already. Let's keep going. Yeah, I was gonna take a picture of this before and after. I think I'll do that. We got this loose, and this is loose. So what I'm gonna do is I gotta shut you off, take this before shot of this fender, and then when you guys see it back in 38 milliseconds, you'll be on time warp, and I'll be taking the rest off. Okay, see you in a minute. We'll put you on time warp so you don't go away and watch the BBC News or something absolutely horrendous. Don't watch the news, folks. It's terrible. Okay, with much ado and lots of pounding, and we used various blocks and doodads here that I have made out of various pine and hardwoods, and yeah, it's good to have those laying around. It's not perfect. It needs a lot of polishing. I don't have any stainless polish right now, but I can get some, and it's not perfect. There is some dents in it, but I'll say that it is a lot better than it was before. If you notice the concentric curve, is a little better. You know, no, it's not a show bike. And I could spend hours pounding those dents and pounding them back in and pounding them back out. It needs a really good polishing, and we will. Now that it's on the bike, I can lower this down. You know, I can lower it down a little bit. You know, undo this and get it to be more level. You know, around here, and I can put the polishing compound on it. I can even put my buffer on it if I really wanted to. We'll get some of that out. It's not perfect. We'll get some of that out. Look how the sticker protected the stainless. You'll never really blend that in. Maybe I should have left the sticker on. But hey, at least it's got a good rivet in there now. And it's not loose. And this big crash where it hit something or somebody hit it is better. And took a lot to get this little broken reflector bolt off. These never come off very well. And those reflectors are really hard to find. I've got one I looked at eBay, but they want too much. If you notice, I did not use the star washer behind that. I'll have to get one. I did find some correct Schwinn fasteners. I will put the star washer behind that, do not worry. I didn't tighten this up yet. We did tighten that up. It's not bad, okay? It's not bad. It's, well, it's better. It's different. Well, it's better than it was. Anyway, we'll polish it up. And the front fender is over here somewhere. I can't really reach it. I can't really reach it. I do have the chain guard. This is a nice little faded flamboyant red Traveler chain guard. And it's got the right fastener, which should clean up. I could take that star washer off of there. Oh, that would be sacrilege. Anyway, yeah, there's the bolt for that. It should, you know, this should look pretty good. So I think that's it for tonight. I have not had dinner yet. And the jury is out. We are going to leave it alone. We're going to listen to the masses. We tallied the votes, and your vote does count here. Not everywhere, but here your vote counts. And 9 said leave it alone. 3 said clear coat it or penetrol it. 3 said repaint it completely. And 1 said I don't care as long as you make a video. I thought that was quite hilarious. Okay, this is the right stem. It's the larger stem. This is the Starburst badge. It's coming along nicely. This was mainly what was holding me up on this bike, you know, having a big smash and a loose stay. And, you know, when you got stuff like that, you just got to bite the bullet and really get into it. And if you look at the time lapse carefully, I mean, there's probably a half hour of me messing around. And it's not perfect, you know. Yeah, you could pound on this for days, and I'm not, this is not my forte. I can get some of the big stuff out. But, you know, for what this is, we're okay. Now, I did have a question. And we'll give you this question before the battery runs out. I had a question about what happened to Schwinn in 1958. In 1958, the Schwinn catalog was only 2 pages and was kind of wimpy. Anyway, the Schwinn catalog was only 2 pages. It wasn't really even a book. It was just like a picture of a really nice S7 bike with a tank. And there was a list of bikes for sale. And yeah, they did make a Traveler in 58. In fact, I think I have one somewhere. So, what happened in 58? All I can tell is they were sued by the Department of Justice, sued Schwinn in late 57 for restraint of trade. And, you know, I just don't understand it, but they were concerned that Schwinn bikes went to Schwinn dealers. Okay, what's the problem with that? And that Schwinn bikes were solely repaired under warranty at Schwinn dealers. And the Department of Justice sued Schwinn in late 57. And it took 10 years for that lawsuit to go away. And it went to the Supreme Court. And Schwinn lost. They lost millions of dollars. So I'm kind of thinking, oh man, we got this lawsuit coming. Oh man. Okay, ditch the catalog. We can't deal. You know, we can't deal with the catalog. It's getting hot in here now. We can't deal with the catalog. We got to spend money on advertising instead of the catalog or something. Something happened. And also in 58, that's when they started advertising with Captain Kangaroo. This new advertising dude was hired. I guess he said, I'm not doing the catalog. I'm going to hire Captain Kangaroo. Captain Kangaroo is a kid's show. Probably only the old timers are going to know what that is. Anyway, it was a show, you know, and he kind of would just put his stamp on anything. Like I have this record, this 45 RPM record that is Captain Kangaroo singing with Mr. Green Jeans about going to the dentist. Let's all go to the dentist. Yeah, anyway, Captain Kangaroo just put his stamp on anything, and when Schwinn said, yeah, will you do it, he probably was like, no problem. Anyway, so they paid Captain Kangaroo to, you know, advertise the bikes on his show, and maybe, I don't think I ever saw him riding a Schwinn. He was kind of a portly fellow. But the old timers out there, let me know what happened in 58. Someone's got to have the skinny on this. The catalog is the only one, you know, it's like the catalogs are really great, and then 58, boom, it's two little pages that I've only seen a screenshot of on the internet. I've never actually seen them. I don't know if the catalog, it's just two little pages. And what happened? Did Schwinn spend all their money on advertising and not do the catalog? Doesn't make sense. But the DOJ did sue them in late 57, so they were feeling that. You know, nowadays, I mean, look at the Car Wizard channel guy. He's complaining about cars that can't even be worked on by anybody but the dealer. You know, totally, like, it sends a signal to the warranty people, you know, like, there's special tools and you can't get them only at the dealer, and there's cars out there like that. Fortunately, I'll probably never really work on any of them. But so what were they even thinking? Why were they messing with small potato Schwinn? You know, like, go after GM or Ford or something. They were just selling bikes, you know. Anyway, rant over. If somebody knows what happened in 58, you know, they got out of that by having warehouses. They built 4 warehouses, and they stored the bikes in the warehouses. And then they shipped them from the warehouse to the dealer, and that satisfied the Department of Justice, apparently. But, you know, after much cost, they had to build those warehouses. They were sued. They had to pay the fine. I mean, it just kind of reminds me of Howard Hughes and the Pan American airline thing, when the government stepped in and said, hey, you're doing too well, we want to kick back. I don't know. Some old timers out there, you got to let me know. I'm dying to know what happened in 58. The quality's the same. I have several 58 bikes. I have a 58 Corvette. I have a 58 Girls Corvette. I have some other 58. I have a 58 Racer Girls. The quality is the same. There was no change in quality. They just didn't put it in the catalog. Okay, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And you know, this will be the same deal. We're going to work our butts off really hard, and then we're going to take a snow ride because a storm is coming. That's what I do. I really like to test these Travelers in snow conditions. Then you know you have a good Schwinn Traveler when you can go out and ride in the snow. Okay, let's get going here. We got stuff to do. Okay, so next video, I guess next video we're going to put this 20 tooth on this Sturmey Archer. We got it right here. We're going to put this 20 tooth on there. Yeah, we're going to put that 20 on there. And, oh, look, these came in too. These are nice Bendix 20s. I ordered 2 more of these just because they were cheap. And, you know, when you get a Bendix hub and it's the 18 tooth, you know, we're in the mountains here. It's hard enough even riding a coaster brake. So give yourself a little extra room. I think this came out pretty good, folks. Drop a comment. Let's see, what's the next vote going to be? The next vote, I got to keep you guys voting, you know. Okay, should I put black grips and a red and white seat, which, oh no, black grips and a black seat, or should I kind of put red grips or white grips and a red and white seat? I believe this year had the red and white S seat. I'll have to look in the catalog. It was like this, but red, obviously. And it had white Schwinn grips, which I do have. I have to run them through the dishwasher. Don't tell wifey. So if I get those grips to come out of the dishwasher pretty good, I think I can scare up a red and white S seat. And okay, so that's the vote. Black seat, black grips. Red and white S seat, white grips. Okay, that's your next vote. You guys have been very helpful. And, you know, I'm just kind of following along. The internet has spoken. You guys have votes and they matter. And kind of, I did like that one comment about, I don't care what you do. That was hilarious. Anyway, keep it coming, man. Okay, peace out. Travelers rule.